This is AM 1490 and 96.7 FM KRIB. It is the Be Our Guest program. I am Joe Malone, and our guests today are joining us from North Iowa Christian School. We have Athletic Director Steve Vandenberg. Steve, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And then we'll also be talking with A.J. Buland and Aleah Anderson, juniors at North Iowa Christian School in just a little bit. So, North Iowa Christian School, located in Mason City. What can you tell us about this school?
Yeah, the school actually started in 1985, but it's really grown in the last 5 to 10 years or so forth. We were really fortunate to be able to add on to the school here a couple years ago. Probably about 5 years ago, we bought the old DOT property at the corner of Virginia, and we also now have added a gym in that area.
Yeah, so you've been making improvements and making it so students have more opportunities for not only the education, but the activities that go along with the education.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, where was North Iowa Christian School before? Was it on Kentucky, or where were you guys at?
Yeah. It has been on Kentucky. It was in Clear Lake before that.
Okay, before that. Okay. Mm-hmm. But now you got your home.
Now we have our home.
Now you got your spot where you're at. So North Iowa Christian School, as we were getting ready for the interview, Steve, you said something that kind of struck with me and stuck with me as well. If Christ is the center of your life, why not make Christ the center of your education as well? And I thought that's genius.
Yeah, and we're just really excited. It begins at the beginning of the day, and it's not just with the Bible classes that are offered. I mean, you could just do that on your own and study the Bible, but it's so important to have teachers that also believe that Christ is the center, that use a curriculum that also corresponds with our faith. And it's really exciting when the parents and the school and the church can all be working together to help train the kids. And we're full of mistakes also. Mm-hmm. But when we make a mistake, we're so glad that there's an excellent trainer there to help us work through those to know how to improve ourselves.
Yeah, one thing that just popped into my mind was a comment about being a parent that I heard from a relative, where you're not raising kids, you're raising future adults. And it kind of sounds like that's the same sort of situation at North Iowa Christian School. You know, you're getting people ready for, being out in the world.
Yeah. We're really fortunate right now to be a little bit smaller because that gives kids more opportunities, and it really lets them step out, like you said, and to see what they can do.
Now, right off the bat, let's talk about this, the tuition vouchers. This is a hot topic when it comes to schooling. How does that work with North Iowa Christian School?
It's been a real challenge for parents in the past. It's been a real priority for those that have chosen it. But we're really glad to be able to offer free tuition for any student that's coming from the public school or is coming from homeschool. We are... and we'll look into any kind of different situation. Even the others that don't fit in those, we also have financial aid available.
Okay. So you can work with people to try and make sure that that their children have a good educational home.
Yeah, we're glad to be able to provide that.
Okay. Well, let's talk with some of the students. First off, let's talk with Aleah Anderson. Aleah, talk to me about what it's like being a student at North Iowa Christian School.
It's really great. The classes are small, so it's like I know everybody in the whole school, and we have a buddy system with the younger kids and the older kids. We always partner up a younger kid and an older kid, and we do activities together.
Oh, very fun.
And it's really good because we all make a connection and get relationships, and it's just a blast.
Okay, and I'm guessing it's harder to skip class, too.
Yes.
When you have buddies, AJ's over there yes, it is incredibly difficult to skip class. But talk to me about the smaller class sizes. I'm guessing, and I don't want to put words into your mouth, but I'm guessing that means more interaction with the teacher and less time being confused if you don't understand a lesson or whatever else is going on.
Yes. We can always ask questions, and I have friends, and if I have a question and sometimes the teacher's talking, I can always ask them right next to me, and they always know. Or if we raise our hand in the class, the teacher's always willing to come over and help you, and it's really I like being small. It's like a family, and we all are really close together.
Favorite class that you're in right now? Because you're a junior, right? Both of you are juniors, yeah.
My favorite class probably right now is geometry. I like math. Is like my sort of go-to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then calculus after that? Is that what's next, or what's after geometry?
Pre-calc, I think, is next.
I think that's about where my math career ended. I'm like, this is good. This will help me at the grocery store. I don't need more than this. But that's awesome that you're getting that level of classes and whatnot at North Iowa Christian School. Now, AJ, let me ask you, what's your favorite thing about being a student at North Iowa Christian School?
I like how everybody's like so close with each other. Like we all know everybody and everything.
Okay, the student interaction.
Yeah.
So like talk me through like lunchtime or gym class or something like that. What do you got going on there?
So for lunch, it'll be K through 6th grade will go and have their lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, there's kind of like an in-between time where they're in the gym having like a recess. And everybody else, like middle school through high school, comes through lunch. We get kind of see them then. And then we'll have our lunch period. And then we also get like a recess time after lunch too.
Okay. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Is lunch good?
Sometimes.
He had honesty from the students right there. Well, everybody's got their favorites, you know.
Yes.
Some people didn't like pizza day growing up. I obviously did. So, Aleah, let's talk to you again. You are a member of a couple of different sports teams with North Iowa Christian School.
Yes, I'm on the basketball and the volleyball team. It's a little bit smaller than, I know Mason's got a lot of different types of groups and stuff, but we had a JV team this year and a varsity team for the volleyball.
Oh, nice.
And I was on the varsity for the volleyball team, and we had I think, how many girls? I think it was 8 for the basketball team this year. It was a little bit smaller, but it was good.
Well, everybody gets playing time then.
Yes.
Which I think is important. You know, we all want to win and, you know, do all that sort of stuff, cut down nets and whatnot, but playing is the most important.
Yeah.
Now, AJ, I know you from the Mohawk hockey team. You know, Joe Show, proud to sponsor you. One thing that always stands out to me for the all schools night for the Mohawk Hockey Club is the support that North Iowa Christian School brings, whether it's 1 skater, 2 skaters, 3 skaters. You got the loudest section of the crowd every single year.
For sure. The last couple of years, we even have been like joking in the locker room before the game, like, all the other schools are a lot bigger than us, but me and one of my friends that play, we always had the biggest section, the loudest section, and they sit right behind the bench. So it's really fun to be able to show off right there.
Who was it? Emmett that scored during All Schools Night this past year?
Yeah,
am I making that up?
No, he scored.
Yeah,
and got an assist.
It
I'm
was
pretty sure.
loud. It was super loud. That's fun. But that's cool that everybody can be there and support each other, because I think about my experience in high school. Granted, it was a couple of years ago, we'll just say. And it wasn't like that. You didn't have this super closeness with everybody in your school. You had like, you know, your little clique, and that was it.
Yeah, everybody's super close. Like, I'll go back and everybody will wonder where I'm at, so they always know like who's missing, where everybody is, or anything like that.
Now, Steve, we want to encourage people to, if they're curious about North Iowa Christian School and how it could be a good fit for their kids, right now is the best time to come for a visit. Don't wait for the summertime. See the school in action.
Right. It's just different to see it in action. People are, you know, just wondering what it might be about. Just come take a look at us. We'd be happy to give you a tour. We do want to get people registered in by early June, because they have to apply for that educational savings account that would pay their tuition. By June 30 is the deadline.
Okay. So right now is the time to kind of set up that appointment, start those conversations, because, well, before you know it, it's going to be, you know, June 30th, as you were talking about.
And we do have some limits. We only have so much space, so it's not like we can take every student. We're just going to make an impact for those that we can. We've had students come in that have been bullied elsewhere. We've had students come in that have been really excelled and wanted to be pushed harder. And we really can reach out to both of those kind of students. They fit right in.
That's awesome. North Iowa Christian School on Facebook. Again, North Iowa Christian School for the Facebook page, the website, northiowachristian.com. That's northiowachristian.com. Steve, AJ, Aleah, thank you so much for coming in and being our guest today.
Thank you.
It is the Be Our Guest program on AM 1490 and 96.7 FM, KRIB.